In this video we're covering line symmetry. So symmetrical objects appear balanced and are usually pleasing to look at. This is how come we make a lot of patterns, and the best patterns tend to have some sort of symmetry going on, and we enjoy looking at that. Now, there are two main types of symmetry. The first one is line symmetry, this is what we'll be covering today. And the second one is what we call rotational symmetry, which I'll cover in a different video. So line symmetry occurs when you can fold a shape and it will fit exactly on top of that other half. Now, we have to draw lines to find what we call the axes of symmetry. So I'm going to do that with this shape here. I'm going to bring out the ruler and I'm going to roughly draw it across here. Alright, so if I folded that shape at that point, both the top part, so this top part shaded in red and this bottom part shaded in blue, would fit perfectly on each other. Right? Now that is line symmetry. And this red line is what we call the axes of symmetry. If I can fit it in there, like that. But the shape also has a different line there. Shapes can have more than one axis of symmetry. So I can flip my ruler this way and draw down this way now. Let's say roughly there. Right, and there you can see that if I flipped my red shades, well, it might not be perfect because of my drawing, but you get the idea. The red would fit perfectly on the blue there, and this would be my axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry. Alright, so this shape has two axes of symmetry. Alright, if I go down to this shape here, you probably guessed it, there's probably going to be four here. So if I have my ruler, we have a vertical one, and straight down, we have a horizontal one. We also can have it going down the middle here, if I can line it up. And then we can have another one over here. Alright, so on this side, this red can fit perfectly on this blue. This red can fit perfectly on this blue. And we keep going until we're all shaded. Now you can show these axes of symmetry on one shape. You don't have to draw it out like I did here. You don't have to draw four different shapes and then draw your four different lines. You can draw them all together on one shape. For the purpose of explaining, this was the easiest way. So as you can see, this has four axes of symmetry. There are times when shapes will have no axes of symmetry, and that is in itself an answer. So if you have a question where it's saying how many axes of symmetry does this have, you can say none. That is valid. Now, a lot of the time it involves identifying where you draw your axes of symmetry, and as you can see, make sure you can just, if you folded it down that line, that the left or the red in our examples would fit perfectly on the blue.